Now this is tight for sure because I can feel it now. So I'm actually just going to push the motor back just a little bit. And what I do is normally one of these screws will be a little tighter than the other. So that way you can move it and it'll kind of stay in place. So I just tighten that one up. This one is it should be loose. I'm gonna loosen it. Yep. So that one is loose. So now I'm I'm just gonna rotate this. And a lot of times when you tighten it up and you leave one, say the bottom loose, and this is a little tight. See how it pushed the gear away? I wish you could. I need to move one of my lights or something. That doesn't help. Camera flickers. I know you'll know why. There we go. Why is that not any brighter? That is so crazy. There you go. All right, so right in there. So what I did is I pushed the gear all the way up. Oh, five. Yeah, dude, that's crazy, man. Okay, so I'll push I'll push that gear all the way up, but I want to make sure this is a little tighter because I just noticed that it's moving a little too freely. That's snug. This one is not. You can see the washer moves behind it, right? All right, so the gear's all the way up. And what I mean by all the way up is all the way up against the mesh. Now all I'm doing is just rotating the gear. Just rotating it around because I know that if this is tight enough, but this one's loose, it'll push it almost perfect into the spot that it needs to be in from a gear mesh perspective. I don't have any lash right now yet. I'm just going to keep rotating it. And no lash yet. So now, what do I need to do? Well, I need to loosen the motor up just a tiny bit or either move it back. Well, I'm just going to move it back because I know that how it sits. I'm going to move it back here. How the motor sits. That's the best view. Yeah, look like that, right? So all I'm going to do is it's like if the gear could run like this and break in and not like get torn up, I would almost run it like that. Yep, and now it has lash. I guess because I let the motor sit a little bit longer. And I can actually feel it. So when I just move it like this, you can see it has just a tiny bit of lash. Now the goal is hopefully the motor doesn't move when you tighten this thing down. And how do you do that? Sometimes, man, you just don't know. So what I'll do is I'll tighten down the one that's already tight, and then I will start to tighten up the other one now. And I'm just going to see if it's going to move. I don't think it is. All right. Okay. It still has lash. And it's crazy because on my mic, if I didn't have noise canceling, you would hear it. But anyway, you can kind of see it. Look, is that geek mode? It's pretty close. All right. Enough setting, talking about gear lash, gear mesh, gear lash. Talk about geeking out over something so goofy, right?